Hello and welcome to Head and Shoulders, where we talk about athletes' performances and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And what did I tell you all about Sha'Carri Richardson running herself like a business? And people are falling in line with this hook, line, and sinker. Like I said, the only problem that'll come from this is if she doesn't get the gold at the Olympic Games, or even worse, she doesn't even make it to the final. But as it stands right now, people are, she's running it perfect as long as she doesn't get injured, as long as anything else doesn't happen, and she's leading up to the Olympics, and she gets that, she's gonna leave them dead on arrival because she's running herself like a business. A couple people asked me about what that was, and before I get into that, right now she's untouchable. I've been saying Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce this entire time because I know she knows how to get ready for a championship final. She got a bronze medal with an injury, She knows how to run these finals. And right now it's going toward more of a toss up because Okagbare ran quick. But as far as this one, this is a dominant performance. You know why? Because about 55 meters into the race, we about to see that in a second, as long as they don't copyright strike me. And I might have to cut that part out, but we're about to see that 55 meters into the race, she let up, pointed at about 30, 32 meters, and still ran her butt off. Let's get into it. So, will she win Tokyo? I am now starting to say, I am now convinced that she is nearly untouchable. Will she win Tokyo? I give her a 6 out of 10 chance winning. The other 4 goes to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. So I give her a slight advantage of winning Tokyo. And why? She's consistently beaten booty when she gets on that track, and she does it easily. Man, there's no, if you're still looking and saying, hey, she can't do it, that's unrealistic. She can do it. Now, if you're saying, hey, she hasn't proven herself, whatever, that's fine. But if you're saying she just can't, now you're just freaking smoking a crack pipe, or you're on some good ganja, or you just got favoritism, country favoritism, or athlete favoritism, or you don't like her attitude. Whatever it is, just take your bias aside for a second and say she has the ability to win. Okagbare has the ability to win. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has the ability to win. And let's see what Elaine Thomson. That's our realistic 4 contenders. And Elaine Thomson is yet now. Let's see what she does at the championship. And she might just wait until the Olympic Games and then boom, turn it on. But right now, most consistent sub 10-8 this year. And what we do with track is when people show a history of something, man, it's like if you're looking at Usain Bolt, not saying that she's Usain Bolt, but look, because it's too early to call. But it's like looking at Usain Bolt when he started getting his prime. He broke the world record. I remember I was watching that and I said, oh, yeah, whatever. He broke the world record that time. And I didn't think he was going to come by the Olympic Games. I'm like, oh, yeah, Tyson Gay. Had I been looking at the analytical mind and seeing what he was doing, that would have been easier. Now, how he did it, that's a different question. But seeing that he had a chance to win, I did not compute that he had a chance because I had my rose-colored glasses, USA on. Right now, I took them off when I'm analyzing these things. There are personal athletes that I have favoritism for, whatever. Not going to let that go. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. All of those races, sub 10-8. I mean, your body is muscle memory. Your body knows how to do it. She's young. She's doing this over and over. And it's not like she's going through the collegiate circuit. People need to drop that. And we saw it today with Sturgis. She went through the collegiate season and she couldn't deliver. The difference between Sturgis and a Richardson is Richardson has a mouth, so people threw it in her face when she couldn't make it through. But Sturgis couldn't make it through. T.T. Terry didn't make it through. Clark didn't make it through. you got all of these collegiate athletes, and this is what I said in the last video. The collegiate season has the coaches are running you freaking down to the bone to make points, trying to win your SECs or whatever conference you're in, trying to win a meet, trying to get those trophies and everything. They get paid big bucks at college too. And you're running for your team. Just like A-Thing Mo. She don't even like the 400. Yet her coach had her on a 4x4 and had her running the open 4. What do you know? Because she's a collegiate athlete, and within reason, they gave her money as a scholarship. So you're still like there, right? So look at all the races that she had under her belt. Where are we at? Here she is right here. She just couldn't deliver. Now, she's a championship runner. She just peaks at the right moment, really, when you think about it. The prelim she's doing there. But she does win a lot of her races as far as that. She peaks at the right moment, because if you even look in the past, she peaked for the her freshman year at the championship. She was in the same race as Richardson in the 200 and wound up being All-American. So I just want people to realize this. This is exactly what I was talking about. She doesn't have it. She's got a lot of freaking potential. And now that I've seen this, now that I saw the way that she did it, oh my goodness. Where is that race at? Is it right here? All right. Hopefully we can avoid this copyright strike by doing one of these. One of these right here. Putting it in grayscale. They barely mentioned her on this one. They mentioned Bartoletta more than anything. And this is obviously the semis right here. So we're going to see something. And hopefully, we're going to mute this. Hopefully, turn this quality down. Here she is right here in the middle. Turn the quality down. We're trying to avoid copyright strike right here. Or maybe we need to turn the quality back up a little bit so we can see something. She's right here in the middle of the track. Right here. Now, she didn't even get out. She didn't even get out. She doesn't have a good start. She doesn't have a good start at all. Look, Sturgis gets out on her. I forget who's in lane 2, gets out on her. Boom. Look at this. And Sturgis stays in front of her. Almost everybody. So everybody to her left gets out on her. And Sturgis gets out on her. Still in front, still in front, still in front. Here she is. She takes over. Here she is. She shuts down, basically. Look at her. You can see it right there. She did just enough. Maybe we turn up the quality just a little bit more so we can see it a little more, a little better. She does just enough. Boom. There she is. She knows she's in the lead. Points. Bam. She's got this. She has got this. And anybody that is denying that, you're smoking the good crack rocks. Pass it to me. Pass it to me. Now, obviously, she had win 80, but you know what makes this performance better than Okagbare? Even with a similar win reading, even with this time being win assisted, she could have broke 10-6 right here. She shut down about halfway through the race. Pointed. Do you know how much you need your arms to run? Even if you got momentum behind you. You know how much you need your arms to run? She pointed, held her arms out for about, what, 30 meters? Come on now. If you're denying it, this is why I'm giving the edge to Richardson, because she's showing it in style. And you know one way to convince people? Just do it. Just do it. Now, this does not bode well for the USA's 4x1, I don't think. Not because of Richardson, but because of the people that didn't make it through. But that just kind of shows what it does on their legs. This actually helps the Jamaican team. And I'm still convinced that the Jamaican team can get the world record. Now, it depends. If Richardson runs into the 10.5s, and let's say that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce stays in the 10.6s, I mean, that's knocking off a whole person. That's knocking off a whole person, because that's a 1/10 of a second or so. If she can get a whole 1/10 of a second on everybody else, that's knocking off an entire person that could be on the Jamaican squad. So if the USA squad with the people that did qualify, here they are right here. And then the, I don't know why they have this in green. If somebody can tell me why that's in green. But yeah. So with the other alternates, Prandini, which is a University of Oregon alumni, Thomas and Gardner. Isn't Gardner a former university alumni, Oregon alumni? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But with these people, I'm going to do a whole other video about my prediction on the 4x1. But I think I might have to wait until the Jamaican trials because it's going to depend on if Nelson, Williams, and Jackson and everybody improve on their times. But right now, Sha'Carri Richardson is a dominant, untouchable right now. Not even arguable. Not even arguable. Until I know Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she knows how to bring it home. She knows how to bring home those wins. She knows how to get those medals. She knows how to do this at the championship. Elaine Thomson knows how to peak as well. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, yes, we got to mention her, Dina Asher-Smith, coming up. Dina Asher-Smith. Yeah. For Team Great Britain, she's a force, but I don't think that she can get the gold. Not realistically. But Dina Asher-Smith, if one of them fall off, if one of those women that I mentioned, one of those three, they fall off, oh, she's right there. She's going to snap it up on all of them. Oh, and we got Okagbare. Oh, yeah, she's there. So who is my favorite to win? Well, right now, non-biased, Sha'Carri Richardson. I got Richardson over here. I got Richardson as the favorite. I got her as the favorite right now. What do you all think? Do you guys agree, disagree? Like, comment, subscribe. Let's put this down in there. We got a Telegram group. We can start putting that down in there. It's experimental. If you guys don't want to join it, don't want to join it. But you can start sharing links and start having conversation, friendly conversation. You know, people might be smoking that good crack pipe in the comments, but hey, that's always good. We need people doing that because that's what keeps these sports alive, these debates, arguments, and everything like that. But Richardson right now is untouchable. Nobody can convince me otherwise of what's going on at all. Nobody can convince me otherwise right now until somebody else puts out a big time at the Jamaican trials, at if Talu through her trials, if Dina Asher-Smith, which they have a selection process, but if she drops something that's there, like bam, if she drops something that's just monstrous, it's her turn. They passing out 10-6s like it's freaking I guess a welfare check or something like that. It's a welfare check just going out 10-6 over here, 10-6. Come on, Oprah. You're going to pass out another 10-6. Then here come the 10-5s. This is going to be one of the most exciting 100-meter races in history on the women's side. This is crazy. We got spoiled with Usain Bolt. We got spoiled with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thomson. And now we got some new blood that's coming in. Can you all just appreciate the new blood that's coming in? That's spicing this stuff up. That's spicing it up. That's what we got to appreciate. Whether you like her attitude or not, it's new blood coming in. And we got somebody. Oh, all right. That means I need to calm down a bit, getting a little bit excited. But the new blood that's coming in. Because Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Elaine Thomson, they ain't going to be there forever. Elaine Thompson's younger, of course. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she's retiring after the next World Championships. So what better way than to see this? This is what makes this exciting. And I'm going to make one of my next videos is going to be the United States winning the 4x4 basically every year. There's just rarely ever lose it on the men or the women's side. It's boring. Why? There's no change of guard. There's no different countries that are really competing. It's like bam, 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 bam. They're all there. But with this is exciting. You know why? Because it's even somebody from a different country. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is a dominant freaking force. But when it's Sha'Carri Richardson here and somebody from the U.S., because it's one thing, you got your in-country rivalry. Yeah, that's nice, right? Jamaica versus Jamaica. USA versus USA. But when you can get another country, when you got people on the world stage at the Olympics or the World Championships, this is what makes this really exciting because it's one thing they can start rooting for their countries and everything. It's good that Kenya doesn't always just freaking win in distance races, or Ethiopia. Now they got South Sudan coming into the picture. You got other nations. The United States can get in the picture in the mid distance. So that's what makes it exciting. And so with this, man, we got Okagbare, we got Nigeria in the play, we got the United States in the play, we got Jamaica in the play, we got the Ivory Coast, we got freaking Team Great Britain. So when we got all these countries at play, this is gonna be a star-studded field, and I'm kind of a little bit upset with myself because you know what I didn't do? You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the video about there's going to be heartbreak in the 100. That's what I wanted to do because I had a feeling that Sturgis wouldn't make it. That's why I made that video about will the collegiate season drain their legs and drain their legs. And it proved what happened. The collegiate athletes didn't make it through. And I think this is something that people don't realize. And I do realize there are a lot of coaches that do follow, so they would understand this. But for the people that aren't coaches and you're just fans of track and field, maybe you've never run it yourself or you did run, the pounding on your legs takes a toll on you. Eventually, your body is going to break down. And that's what people are saying with Richardson. They're like, oh, can she do this later in the season? Yeah, she got a lot less races. She over here, she's working with a good staff. And before people start doing allegations with saying, oh, she was working with Justin Gatlin's team or whatever like that, get the hell out of here. I don't want you on the channel. I don't want you on the channel. Unsubscribe. If you want to just throw around allegations that you cannot prove, until it comes out at this point, I just assume that they are all running good. They're all running clean. And at the end of the day, if I can use this platform to influence anything, is that athletes that are using any banned substances, they just get freaking fined up the ass if necessary, but fined nonetheless. That's what we need, not banned. We need to build this sport so that it's, once again, in the US, one of the top sports. Once again, we get athletes paid so that when you all have kids and you're trying to get them into a track league, whether it's another track league that competes with USA Track and Field, whether it's USA Track and Field itself, whether it's contracts that they're doing where Nike's screwing over people or anybody else that may screw over people, we grow this sport. We get more negotiation. We get more name recognition. So she's running herself like a business. That's what I look at. And I hope that she's running herself like a business, because with this controversy, with this power and poise that she brings in and everything that she's doing, oh, she is ready to take in the big bucks. And as she takes in the big bucks, that helps us as the fans of the sport to see somebody there, right? And to see more athletes be able to do that. Your sons, your daughters, your nieces and nephews, your cousins, depending on what age. I looked at my analytics and it looks like most of my followers right now are, I was surprised, 45 to 64. And then the 64 and up. So everybody, most of my audience is 45 and up. So maybe we need to do some throwback videos to some Flojo, Michael Johnson's, Carl Lewis, and things like that for you all. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a throwback analysis, because what I was just about to make was a video that says Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is the greatest of all time. And I think I still would do that because it's an Allison Felix versus Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And I think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, based on the analytics that I use, it is a scale that I use, that she's the greatest of all time. Now, that does not mean that if Richardson gets the world record, that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce isn't the greatest of all time, because records can be broken, even if she didn't. Right now, Richardson doesn't have the history. And that's where we want to get that weight scale about saying world ranked #1 or something. It can't be just on time. And that's where you get the greatest of all time. So with that being said, we're going to end it right here. We got all of this. Sha'Carri Richardson is nearly untouchable right now. She's laying her steps almost perfect. She only messed up one time at Gateshead. And you know what? I find it hard to believe that she is going to lose. I find it hard to believe. If you guys disagree, definitely let me hear about that in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, 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 share. Peace.